testing and understanding the properties of oils that are used in automotive. So sit back and relax and let's get right to it. Alright, so when we talk about oils and engine oils, or basically any type of base oil that is used in any sort of, whether it be automotive or anything, we have to understand, what they're doing. So in my experience, I've done a lot of oil testing, and when we do oil testing, why do we do it? Oil testing is important to the quality process, as it is imperative that the viscosity, base oils, and additives are within spec. It is also important to ensure that there is little to no contaminants in said oils. So when we talk about base specifications, we're talking about, hey, this engine is designed to use a 0W20 oil. And why is that? Well, that's the tolerances that they decided were going to work the best. And through simulations, they determined this is going to be best for both performance and for fuel efficiency, as well as longevity. They want these vehicles to make it to basically to the end of the warranty period. By using incorrect oils, there's a possibility that doesn't happen, and then it's going to be costly. However, if they can last longer, then even better. So use of additives and base oils. Additives in base oil consist of not only friction modifiers or viscosity modifiers, but also stabilizers and cleaning agents to help prevent deposit buildups. Some of these additives include calcium, phosphorus, silicon, magnesium, and other naturally occurring materials. So it's not surprising to see items like zinc, calcium, phosphorus, silicon, magnesium, as well as boron in oils, because they have functions as lubricants and friction modifiers on top of the base oils, but they can also provide cleaning properties as well. So does oil ever go bad? Well, in short, oil never goes bad. However, the additive package does, as well as over time become contaminated. Hence why you will see manufacturers sell recycled oil sometimes. This oil has had the contaminants filtered out and a new additive package is blended in. So, oil never goes bad per se. And that is, a lot of people will probably argue with that, but the case is the oil hasn't gone bad, the additive package has gone bad. And that's where things become interesting. So when we see items like recycled oil, some people shy away from them. I would not shy away from recycled oil because, hey, the additive package has been reintroduced to it. It is going to be borderline indistinguishable from brand new oil or virgin oil. But should I use part store oil additives? Well, there's no magic fix in a bottle. If your engine is knocking like a Jehovah's Witness, no additive is going to fix that. However, there are some additives that will work. For example, if you have a muscle car from the 60s or 70s, you will need to buy an oil that has a high zinc content or use a ZDEP additive to protect your flat tappet camshaft. So modern oils do not carry high zinc contents in them because they damage catalytic converters. However, older engines that have flat tappet camshafts need the zinc because the zinc is a great friction modifier, and it will prevent the camshafts from grinding themselves away. However, it is probably cheaper in the long run to find the right oil for the right application. So yeah, these additives will maybe get you through in a pinch, but there are specialty people or specialty oil companies that will sell you oil designed for these engines. You probably will not find them in a parts store. But if you have like a speed shop around you that specializes in building hot rods and stuff like that, they probably carry this oil. However, it's possible to find additives that do work. Additives like Restore and Motor Coat Motor Honey, they do work. Restore is going to do exactly what it says on the bottle. It's, if you have low compression in your engine, that Restore is going to help bring it back up a little bit. And motor coat, motor honey, yeah, it's going to quiet down lifters. However, these are only going to delay the inevitable. Meaning if you're running low on compression or you've got noisy lifters and stuff, you're eventually going to have parts replaced in the engine. That is something that's inevitable. However, these could prolong it. But what about engine flushes? So a lot of things you'll see, or a lot of oil change places, will try to talk you into doing an engine flush. Well, what is it? An engine flush is basically a high-grade solvent. What it does is it's going to break down buildups in the engine. And the stuff does work, but you do need to be careful on what kind of engines you use it on. If your vehicle is equipped with variable valve timing, it can cause a lot of damage to the solenoids by clogging them with sludge. So variable valve timing is activated by solenoids, activated by oil pressure, and of course if you are breaking up sludge deposits, that oil has to go through your oil passages and thus the solenoids. So you can end up with trapped, basically your VVT system could then malfunction and not work. If your engine, however, is not equipped with VVT, then it can remove a lot of deposits, and if done properly, i.e. following directions on the bottle or from the manufacturer, they can prolong the life of your engine. Engine oil flushes are something that I tend to like to do on if I am buying a used vehicle. But before I do that, I always will try to inspect much. I'll pull up the, for example, on 4-cylinder engines, a lot of times it's pretty easy to tell if the engine's sludged up by lifting the oil filler cap, and you can kind of get a little bit of peek in there. If you see a lot of sludge, then, well, you know that engine hasn't been taken care of. So, that's just a little basic about understanding oils. Of course, this is a topic that you can spend hours on to understand. But this is just a small little sample bite size. So, if you guys enjoyed this video, comment down below, and we'll get to you next time. Testing and understanding the properties of oils that are used in automotive. So, sit back and relax, and let's get right to it.